The world shifts around you for a full second. Everything is suspended but you. And then there is a warping curvature of the room around you as it gives way to this tunnel of arcane information. Time itself is stretching out endlessly in ribbons of violet hues. Innately, you understand that 2 days pass in the span of a single second, and then the room reforms around you. It's the same room, the Healers Guild, ground floor, covered in mud and dirt from travelers' boots. The tables, the chairs, the people are the main thing that changes in this place. As the sort of shift of, it would be probably kind of like a bit of a vertigo feeling as this kind of twist happens, as this arcane device activates and pulls you forward through time. You recognize certain changes in the room, but it is subtle. The steady glow of candles and torches along the walls, the tabletops, some of the paper changes, the twinkling stars outside, everything 2 days older. The people that were standing here is the first thing that you recognize changing, because they basically vanish and they're different. The desk that you were near where Grimwald was working, you no longer see him. The halfling has been replaced by a tiefling. And as soon as this room stops spinning, you see the tiefling first glance over as if sort of this sort of shift grabs his attention. And he makes a double take and his gaze settles across each of you one by one, and then you recognize recognition. Let's have Linus and Brula roll me a d20 each, just to see if you know this person. You've done work at the Healers Guild.
True.
13.
2.
Oh no, Linus.
13 and 2. Brula, you maybe recognize this guy. I don't know if you've had any interactions with them, but this is another one of the guild workers here, a chap called Brindle. Kind of messy hair across small curling horns, a pair of square spectacles. He's got a simple set of well-tailored clothing, but pretty basic. A tunic, breeches, and suspenders going over shoulders. His eyes kind of widen on the four of you. He's maybe about like 5-10 feet away from you as you kind of moved away from Grimwald, right? And then this all activated. Most of the other people in here don't really react to you appearing. There's one person who was very close to you that kind of stumbles backwards, and he's a sort of quite a short-looking human man, maybe in his mid-40s, sword on his hip and a set of big gloves on covered in mud, some weeds in one hand. He stumbles away from you and says, "Oh, bloody wizards!" and then stumbles further in to the Healers Guild.
Oh yeah, we really have to get our landing on that one, right?
Hi. Sorry.
The
Is he the only one that sees us?
Tiefling is kind of ushering you over, and he looks like it, a sort of sense of urgency.
That one looks like they know us. Maybe.
Do we know them?
I'm not sure. And you see Brula just start walking towards the tiefling. Hello.
I put my hand on your shoulder and I cast guidance. I don't know what you're going to do, but I want you to have guidance for it.
Okay.
As you make your way
Brula
across
feels
the...
it and just kind of like, thank you.
You move towards the... this guy is behind the same desk that Grimwald was at 2 days ago. And as you approach, he says, "Bloody Gavroche. What on earth? Where did you come from? In fact, Get out of the lobby. Do I know you? Brindle.
Hello, yes, you look sort of familiar. And then Brula gestures. Also, ta-da! We are magicians. Do you know maybe perhaps where we could find a newspaper or something?
A newspaper? Are you out of your mind?
Oh, just
Right.
it's a daily news.
Oh, that
maybe?
quest. Yes, absolutely. Yes, no problem, madam. Yes, we can get that quest for you right away. Follow me. He turns around and like walks towards the back of the room. There's several doors. This is the place is kind of a tower, so it's a circular room, pretty large. He moves away from the desk and towards where the stairs that lead up to the upper floors are, and moves underneath them towards a sort of a door that's not concealed but hidden behind the stairs. He glances back to see if you're all following and ushers you over.
Elinus follows behind Brula.
Yeah, I look around for a second like I'm looking for something or someone, and then follow.
He opens the door, leads you into a sort of curving hallway that seems to sit on the outer edge of this tower. He waits till all four of you are in, the last one of you walking through, maybe Tooth, and glances down and sees Tooth maybe for the first time, naturally stealthy, and closes the door behind you and says, "Oh, well, the Healers Guild, not very inconspicuous. I suppose you're here to see Driga."
Yes.
Yep,
Right.
absolutely.
Well, that makes sense. I'm under strict orders to bring you immediately to Driga anyway, so obviously you're... Do you think you were followed?
Not a chance.
All right.
No,
I don't
not at all. Can I make an insight check as to where we actually are? Like a perception roll?
Yeah, I mean, you, having been in the Healers Guild several times, can just know this information if you want, but you're free to roll
Okay,
the dice
yeah.
if you'd like.
No, I'd like to know it if I can. Yes.
I like to let you guys roll dice, but I feel like this is just stuff you would understand. Yeah, he brings you into this kind of curving hallway that sits
Okay.
on the outside of this tower. This building is one giant, great big tower. It's quite squat, so when I say giant, it's not necessarily particularly tall, but it is wide. And the outsides of it are covered in all this plant life and stuff, and all the different levels have different things going on. But each of the levels has a corridor that runs around most of the outside of it. It's a bit more like a shoehorn. And this is just kind of a back hallway. It's completely accessible. It's not like a secret thing, and you would be permitted to come in here if you were working on behalf of the Healers Guild. There are rooms all throughout these different levels and corridors that would be locked and inaccessible to you depending on what you were doing. But it's just a back area of this place. It's not anything sort of secret exactly.
Okay.
Just an access
And we are
corridor.
going to see Driga the Drow Elf.
Yes. So, yeah, you and I guess all of you can decide, I guess, how much you know about each of the guild heads that are around. Driga is the drow elf that runs the Healers Guild here in New Runenstein. He sort of scoots past you and starts heading down the this curving hallway. A long sort of set of old looking white stone walls inside, painted poorly. This place, it's not that it's not well kept, it's that they do a lot of botanical stuff. So there's just mud and dirt, and the whole place is just everyone is trekking mud through here and putting grimy hands on walls. So it's not the cleanest looking hallway. It's not really very elaborate or lavish.
Okay.
And every so often you'll walk past an open door that has a room beyond, a botanical processing room, just a room full of cargo kegs, a smaller room, a little laboratory looking room. Then there are different doors, unmarked doors. Some of them are numbered, some with different symbols, nature-based symbols for the most part. And as you progress, a handful of sorry, my throat is destroyed, by the way. A handful of Healers Guild employees move past you. One or two of them do take lingering glances at you all, and Brindle just carries on as if it's completely normal, and it brings you to a door with the symbol of a set of curling vines in a kind of circle around it. He takes out a set of keys, unlocks the door. As he opens it, reveals a small room with 4 bunks in. There's an unlit candle on a small table at the far side, no chairs, no windows, a stack of sacks that seem to be filled with soil right next to the door, earthy smell in this room. He fumbles with the key a moment, walks inside and places the key on the table. He looks to each of you and says, I suppose you can rest in here until I find Driga. She isn't on the upper floors, so she'll likely be in the basement or out running errands. He nods to the key. You can lock the door after me just in case. I'll be as quick as possible. 2 of you are Healers Guild, right? As I understand?
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that means, I suppose, directly or indirectly, you've helped people in this city. Maybe beyond. And it's time this city helps you. So you'll be safe here for now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anything I can bring you?
Oh, I will take, if you have them, I'm not sure if you, well, actually, you probably will have them. If you have a mud bun, I would take a mud bun, actually, one for everyone.
Yeah, that would be lovely.
Mud buns. Okay.
Yeah. And maybe some water, because I'm a little parched.
It's been a long day.
Yes.
Me too.
I can imagine.
Very. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And you're sure you weren't followed?
I
Sure,
highly
yeah.
doubt it.
Yeah, no.
That's good. Bloody Thieves Guild. Tearing up the lower level in search of you. Unheard of.
Goodness.
Oh.
When was that?
When was what?
Them tearing up downstairs?
Well, it's been for the past 2 days. I can't imagine that you hadn't known that. Where have you been hiding?
It's probably best if we don't say.
Right, yes.
We should bite our tongue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, yes. Is it true you took out one of their leaders?
It
Well,
wasn't really us. It was one of the captains of the guard that took him down, but we kind of helped.
Yes,
A
Captain Stone.
collaborative effort.
yeah.
Yes. Well, you were there, though. They're calling you the cool kids.
That's
Oh,
right.
are
Yeah.
they really? That's, well, and Brilla looks at the group like,
I high five Brula.
About that water.
Yes, of course.
Sorry.
Well, you wanted a request for a newspaper or some such. I'll see if I can find
Yeah.
anything with some information.
yeah,
But
perhaps a scroll, something, someone has, just some chronicle of the events of the past 48 hours for no reason.
Yes, of course. I mean, off the top of my head, as I understand it, they have made several threats. The deaths of Big Bok, Captain Lucas, one of the watchmen in head of one of these jails around here, and of course the cool kids. So,
Of course.
Of course.
from what I understand, they made an almost successful attempt on Captain X's life last night, but the watch have been quite good, and I think the military have stepped in. So, from what I understand, they're travelling with the Death Guard. So, perhaps you could hire a couple of them for yourselves.
Right. It's been a crazy couple of days.
Yeah.
Yes, they're tearing the place up, as I mentioned. It's chaos, but things, perhaps they'll settle down after a couple more nights. These groups, they're getting out of hand. I really think the council should do something about it, but here we are.
Here we are.
Yep. Here.
Here we are.
Here and now.
I shall see what I can do. I'll see if I can scrounge up some mud buns, some water, and
Yes, please.
I'll see what I can find out about Driga. She really is your best bet rather than I. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Okay.
your help.
Yes.
Thank you, Brindle.
Get some rest. And he
Brendel.
nods and turns, heads out of the door, closing it behind him.
As soon as he leaves, I will just like back up against the door as if like blocking it from anybody entering. Okay, so we all have like need water immediately, right? Like, is that part of the traveling and the tumbling? Because my throat is really, really dry, and I think I'm hungry as well, but I can't tell if that's normal hungry or if that's like traveling hungry. And did we really go for 2 days?
I think we
You
did.
felt that too? It felt like 2 days. I don't know how to explain it.
It's definitely not the same day it was a few minutes ago. Also, Brindle's my dad's name. Must be a common name. Unless that was my
really?
dad.
Oh. Was that your
Anyway.
dad?
No,
Well,
it's
you would
not.
know
My
if
dad-
it was
no,
your
he's
dad.
Definitely a
he's not
tiefling
Oh, I
who's
suppose you would know, yeah.
Definitely not.
probably
him.
in his like early 30s.
Wait, and I'm sorry, Brad. I missed it. Did you say that like during this time hop, we are made thirsty and hungry, or is that just?
No, I
everyone's
was just
kind
yes-anding.
I wasn't sure.
Entirely up to you.
I wasn't sure because I'm thinking of the timeline of events. We had a big fight, and then we walked like 30 minutes. We got to the Healers Guild, and then we were here. It's only been 40 minutes since we ate dinner.
I mean, it could be the magic of the time travel makes us thirsty and hungry, or it could just be that I'm thirsty and hungry. I genuinely don't know.
Yeah,
It could
Alyssa
be
is
either.
very
It's
suggestible, so-
it's probably all of the above.
Yep.
Right. Well, he'll be back with water, hopefully.
Yeah, and mud buns.
It
Plural.
sounds like the Thieves Guild's really mad, and they've spent the last 2 days looking for us.
And
Yeah,
trying to
that's-
murder everyone involved, which is terrifying. What do we do?
That makes sense. I mean, they must really be looking for us, and that's not good that we're still here. I almost feel like we need to leave
I feel like we need to leave.
Rodenstein.
I have to warn my parents.
Is that a good idea? Oh, but then if you don't warn them.
I have
mean-
bibbles. I have the bibbles.
Oh no.
Did you?
This is
You
making
heard-
me
you heard what they said.
uncomfortable. I don't like this.
It's okay. It's okay,
okay.
Toof. We're going to be all right. We are safe right now. We're going to get some snacks and some water.
Are we gonna get Mario's parents killed?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay.
As
They said
long
that
as
they've
we're
been. No.
safe.
I have to go. I have to go home. I have to warn them. He just said that they've been tearing up the city and harassing and interrogating people. Of course they'll go after my immediate family, and they're not far. It's only about 3 days.
We'll come with
southeast.
you. We'll come with you.
Oh
We'll
no,
come with
we
you,
have
Leo.
to stick together. We're all
Absolutely.
custodians of, No.
Right. Unless they've already
I'm
been
not
there. It's
being
been 2 whole
rude.
days.
I'm just not saying your name in case, somebody's listening. I'm not being rude. Everyone knows who I'm talking about. Sorry.
We can go whenever you want. I don't know. I don't feel very comfortable being locked up in here, even if we have the key.
I also thought that we were going to get locked up, even though he left us the key. Like, who else has access to this room?
True.
Okay, but did you hear what he said? You two have served the city, and now it's time the city serves you, so I don't think he's gonna tell anyone. Or
Yeah,
wait,
but he
maybe
might not
that's
tell
exactly
anyone on
what he was
purpose.
doing.
I guess it's hard to not have suspicion when we've been locked up already for not doing anything.
Okay.
I mean, I might have been jumping around on the roof, yes, but
I might have attacked a guy in the street.
No, you didn't, right?
that's
You did do that.
negligible.
You did do
That kind of
that.
thing happens all the time. We didn't need to be in prison for that. I think
They put you in prison?
Weren't you watching, Toof? You remember they dragged us to the cells and everything?
I mean, I thought they were talking to you. I didn't think they put you in prison.
Oh no, they definitely locked
Yeah,
us in
we were in
cells while they
prison, too.
investigated.
We went to
You
jail.
went to prison without me.
We didn't mean to. Well, sorry, we had that really cool experience and we didn't get to bring you along.
It smelled like pee.
Yeah, but I would have liked to be there. I can't be a cool kid if I haven't gone to prison.
No, but you were the
That's
coolest
not
kid because
true.
you were outside and keeping watch and making sure
From
nobody.
a bush, eating Bruba's mud bud.
Listen, Tooth, as our sneaky rogue, not getting caught is your job. So
It is?
it just means you're a good rogue.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Yeah.
If you had been caught, we might not be custodians anymore, you know?
Oh, yeah.
True.
Well, that's true. That's
Yeah,
very
so you
important.
I
kind of
don't
have-
think our
keep
friend
everything together.
in your
Okay.
bag would
Okay.
have enjoyed being in prison.
You're right. Well, maybe. I don't know.
Can
Right,
I?
so the question is, are they mad because we killed one of the leaders of the Thieves Guild, or are they just mad because we still have the item they want, or probably both? It's probably both.
I would say
It's
both.
probably really
Both
bad.
is a safe bet.
And
Could I
also
use
this.
my tremor sense
Yeah.
to see like who else is maybe around the area, or maybe if someone's even listening to our conversation?
Let's see. I don't know if it's quite that powerful, but let me remind
Yeah,
myself
I just
of what
want to
it
see if I have
does.
that ability. If I can do that.
So this is, as a bonus action, you can tremor sense within a range of 60 feet for 10 minutes. You're on a stone surface, blah, blah, blah. The stone can be natural work. You can use this bonus action. Okay, so tremor sense. Yeah, I guess you probably can pinpoint the location of creatures and moving objects within specific range. Yeah, oh yeah, you become tough.
Yes.
That's right, I remember now. Then, yeah, absolutely, you can. I think as you activate this, and I guess 60 feet is pretty far.
I also don't know if I should click it anywhere because I don't see it on like my spells. But I
Yeah,
know that I
you don't
it. I
have to
remember where
click it. Just
Okay.
mark off one of the uses.
Okay.
Manually if you want. But yeah, it doesn't matter. You you immediately gain that ability to understand who is nearby, and you're really just sort of becoming, I would imagine, sort of Daredevil in this, rather than it being you're not getting a great amount of detail, I don't think. You're just getting the sense of what is where, specifically things that are moving and causing these tremors. And that 60 feet is a pretty wide range. This is a pretty busy building. It is quite late. It's gone 10 p.m. But in the middle of a city, major guild. There's a lot of people moving through this building. There's also the thing with the Healers Guild is a lot of the people that work in here and the people that take quests work in the building, because it's a lot of like potion crafting and things like that.
Sure.
So there's a lot of people in a lot of rooms. So above you sense people. Below you sense people. There's a huge basement area that is being used to as a sort of quarantined blight area, plague area. And you can sense people in that corridor.
Okay.
The immediate rooms beside you appear to be empty.
Okay.
The room
Okay.
next to you doesn't. You're getting no sensitive tremors.
Okay.
There is a small creature running around in the room on the other side, what would be the left side of the door. You
Okay.
get the sense that it's like a mouse or something.
Mouse or something. Okay.
Loose. It's not like in a cage. It's just like running around. There doesn't appear to be anyone in the hallway, like immediately outside, unless they're standing absolutely dead still.
Sure.
The back wall that has the table with the candle on it is, which by the way, is that lit, or are you all standing in the dark? Because that room has no windows or anything.
I thought we're standing in the
I would
dark.
assume we just kind of subconsciously lit
Someone
the
could have
candle
done
as
it,
we
yeah.
walked.
Yeah. If
Like, you hit
I
the
don't
light
think I
switch
would have
without,
made, or
like,
Brula would have
thinking
made the
about it.
motion to light anything, because like we're trying to hide already, so it's like whispering in the dark.
Well,
Yep.
yeah,
Full-
maybe.
Yeah.
Up till now, I think we've always had a torch when we've gone out and stuff too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, you can figure it out in a minute.
I don't care. Linus is the only one who doesn't have dark vision, so it's up to her. if
That's
she
true.
wants to
I'm just
Yeah,
standing.
you're just
I'm literally
stand
fully
in
standing in the
pitch
dark,
black
like
or turn the candle on.
I'm fine.
So the room that is off of the wall to the back here is that main guild hall. So it's very busy. And there does appear to be people kind of coming and going constantly past that back wall. But also from being in that guild hall wall, it's a pretty thick, solid, like limestone or something wall. The odds of someone being able to hear through it naturally, pretty difficult. Other than things, there are obviously many other ways that someone might be able to listen in on conversations or track you and stuff, like scrying, arcane measures. People who might be very still or somehow are able to avoid tremor sense, extremely high level roguish type shit. But your general immediate sense here is that no one is actively listening into this conversation or seems to be particularly focused on this room, and the 2 rooms either side of you appear to be empty at the moment too.
Okay. That's really what I wanted to check for, if there were any like weird footsteps that suddenly stop if they hear our conversation. I don't know. Brula's very on edge, and I mean, I'm assuming the rest of us are as well, but just like, okay, we're probably being followed.
Yeah.
Straight up. So, okay, it doesn't seem like anyone is listening, so that's at least a good sign.
That's something.
Yeah.
I'm like looking around the room,
definitely.
but I can't see anything because it's dark.
I like the idea that I just forget that not everyone can see the way I see, so it might take me a second to realize that you can't say anything. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But okay, so what's the plan then?
Listen, I realize we're trying to be careful, but and the candle lights up as I walk over to the corner and turn the thing. I realize we're trying to be careful, but it's literally a closed room with no windows. I
Okay.
don't think standing in the dark is going to make that much of a difference, and I turn it on so the room illuminates.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
What's the plan? Do we have
Well,
one?
Do we
I don't know.
wait?
I thought the plan of trying to get out of town through the North Gate while the Thieves Guild was confused was a pretty good plan, but I didn't expect us to get stuck here for 2 whole days.
2 whole days.
This
No, I'm
room
not
also
sure.
doesn't seem like a very fire safety conscious room. If there's no windows.
Not secure.
Well, but
What's fire
So-
safety?
you want to leave before we talk to the healer person or whoever it is?
Well, from the sound of it, now it sounds like they're looking all over for us. I don't know if we can sneak out very easily.
Right.
Maybe we should.
I think it would be fine.
Okay, some of you could sneak out easily, but some of us probably not.
I don't know, you're pretty unrecognizable, Rio.
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess.
I plan to have this conversation on the road, but
Which conversation?
You know.
Tooth looks like they might have some words they want to say first, but I have some
I
questions.
do. I have a couple, but maybe I should have water and a mud bud first.
Oh.
But I was worried about you, Rio. And I'm still worried about you, frankly. Look at you.
No
Yeah.
offense.
No, offense. Offense. I'm worried about you. If that offends you, then I'm sorry.
I'm not offended. It was a lot of people were worried. I would have sent word if I could.
I know that somehow. But I just wanted you to know how worried we were. I went every day to the Fighters Guild asking after you. And I don't
Thanks.
say that to make you feel bad, just so that you know that we did care.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still do.
And did you go somewhere?
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, I don't. But I owe you.
need
I owe
to
I owe
talk
you
about
all.
it.
I
No,
owe,
no.
I owe you all
Always
an
a very strong
explanation.
word.
I put my hand on Rio's shoulder. You don't have to share anything until you're ready to, but if you think that it might lighten your load,
Yeah.
we're always willing to share it.
Want and
Yeah,
need
you
are
look
two
like you
different
could
things.
use a little light. Like you're. You're
You don't
not
have to
the
carry
same,
it
and I know
alone.
you knows that, but we can see it. really clearly.
Sorry.
Oh, don't apologize. It's just, your friends are worried about you.
I'm trying to get back into it, but it's a little rough. A little rough. I don't really want to tell the whole story again right now, to be honest, but
Okay.
I do think you all deserve to at least get a little summary, even if I don't go into all the details. So I will tell you what happened. So the Fighters Guild has this thing called observation missions, where rookies will go along with veterans and captains and just kind of watch them. Usually it's not just for fighting. We all know how to fight. We all do that. But it's for how to handle more delicate situations sometimes if you have to negotiate or how to conduct yourself in a professional setting. They want us to follow good examples so we don't tarnish the guild's name. So anyway, I wanted to go on one. I said I wanted to see what I could, what I could learn and what else I could look forward to. And the instructor that basically taught me everything that I know how to fight, his name was Corwin. He was going out on his own mission, and he said, well, you can tag along. It's not going to be anything too crazy, right? So I went with him, and so did, you never met him. His name was Cole. He was probably my best friend over at the Fighters Guild. We started on the same day. Did a lot of our jobs together. Right. Corwin and 3 of his companions, they were going to go collect a bounty. It was a dead or alive bounty posted by the City Watch, believe it or not, for a wizard that was making trouble on the road northeast, stopping people on the road and demanding their trinkets from them. Like he was working on something. We don't know what he was looking for. He was working on something, and he was taking people's artifacts and threatening them with magic if they wouldn't, hand over their stuff. And well, it was kind of way out there, and the City Watch didn't want to march all the way through, the backwoods to go get the guy, so they just put a price tag on his head instead. They knew the Fighters Guild would go for it. And, yeah, I went with him. Corwin said, we got to talk the guy into standing down because the city, if you kill the guy, they only pay half. So they want to take him alive. That's how dead or alive bounties work. I guess it's a legal loophole or something. But we're supposed to talk him into surrendering and not fight him. That was the whole idea. And I went out there and, he knew we were coming.
Oh.
He knew. And he was ready.
Rio, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never lost a fight before. I lost that one pretty hard. He had these big red creature things that he summoned. I don't know what they're called. It was like a tiefling, but bigger and meaner. And they had these big clubs. They ambushed us when we got there. And they would have killed me. I would have been dead. One of the sergeants from the Fighters Guild jumped in the way and took the hit. Otherwise, I'd be dead.
It's not your
Cole
fault.
Cole wasn't so lucky. He's dead. Anyway. Yeah, I spent most of that fight pretty useless. I got knocked down. I was dizzy. I hit upside the head by something that just about killed me in one hit. I remember being fuzzy and seeing them running around, but the 4 veterans from the Fighters Guild, they handled business. They dealt with all the monsters and they killed the wizard. And they all lived. I knew they were good. I knew they were better than me, but I didn't understand how wide that gap was until that happened. I couldn't do anything, but they won. But that's not really what got to me. That's not what changed me. In fact, that has nothing to do with it. I kind of knew, associating with the Fighters Guild, sooner or later, you know, there would be blood and there would be bodies. I was ready for that. It was afterwards. We were looking for evidence of what he was doing. We wanted to know why he was stealing stuff. See if all the stuff he stole, maybe he had it stockpiled somewhere. We could bring back a cart full and return the stolen goods. And so we started searching his little bunker that he had made. I thought wizards lived in towers. This guy lived in a bunker. We went inside and we were grabbing all of the stolen stuff we could find. Anything that looked like it had belonged to someone or something. We were going to load them all up in a wagon and bring them back. And in one of his back rooms, I saw this dark, look like a coin almost. I don't know, like an ancient currency, but it was huge. It was, you know, as big around as a dinner plate, and it was propped up on a counter, surrounded by candles. It looked important, like he was doing something with it. I don't know, a ritual or a study or something. So of course we want that. That's probably one of the things he stole. So I reached out and I touched it.
What happened?
I went somewhere. I'm still not sure where. But it was a place with no sun, no light, no warmth, no people.
It frightened you, didn't it?
I think I was too in shock to be frightened. But it got to me. You'd have to be crazy not to be frightened.
Absolutely.
Everywhere I went, I tried to find someone who could explain where I was or how to go home. But there was no one there. There were no voices, there were no people, there was no lights, no towns, no roads. I was just wandering in a wilderness with no food and no water. And no light. Freezing. I survived by eating moss and crickets for 3 months. And drinking stale pond water.
That's a lot.
So I'm sorry I couldn't tell you where I was.
I just squeezed your shoulder.
How did you get back?
Right. About that. There was someone there. Well, someone besides the eyes. Everywhere I went, there were eyes watching me. I could see them in the dark, but they never answered. When I tried to move towards them, they just seemed to get further. If I tried to walk away, they followed me, but they were always out of reach. And they're watched by red eyes everywhere. But no, not those. There was... Right. A voice. I met someone. I couldn't see her. She could see me, though. She had a voice. It was ancient and powerful. It sounded like she was everywhere. And she asked why I was in her domain. I told her I didn't want to be. It was an accident. And she offered to send me home. And she did.
Rio, does she still speak to you sometimes?
Not directly. She didn't send me home for free.
Brula, at the very edge of the end of your 10 minutes of this tremor sense, somebody stops outside of your door, lingering for a moment.
Wait, Rio. Hang on a second. It's okay, Toof. One moment.
Okay, he was telling the most intense, scary story I've ever heard. No big deal.
Brula also puts a hand on Rio's shoulder. Let's pick this up later, yeah?
Yeah,
Whenever you want.
yeah. There's probably a really important detail that I need to tell you guys.
Okay.
How do I put this? She sent me home on there were conditions.
Just a second.
What kind of
Conditions?
conditions?
I'm a warlock.
Okay. Okay.
I have the memos again.
That's why I can use magic all of a sudden. You get the door, I can tell you the rest
We'll-
later.
We'll work on this together.
Yeah.
I walk to the door and open it.
Brindle is on the outside. He has in his arms 2 plates and a jug of water. He kind of looks down the hallway and says, "Is everything okay?"
Yeah, we're just feeling a little uncomfortable.
Right.
Been pretty weird couple of days.
Okay. Well, here, and just sort of thrusts them towards you. He says, "These are the best I can find. I don't actually know if they're mud buns or not, but I think they might be a day old."
I'm sure they'll be fine. Thank you.
He says, he kind of looks down the hallway a second and pauses and then says, Driga isn't here. She's at the Church of Solthe, so I'm going to head over there personally, retrieve her and come back. It does involve me going all the way to the Salt Wards, and I don't know what she's doing, so she might have to finish her work before we return. So just to keep you appraised of what's going on. Like I said, I think you should lock this door, and then he closes the door.
Do we hear him leave?
Does anyone else think that that's weird? I mean, I just don't know if I...
You hear like a muffled conversation on the outside where he sort of says, "What? Oh no, I think I got the wrong door." "Yes, you're right. It's not like me, is it?" No, I'll be fine. I'm just feeling a bit under the weather. I've had a bit of a bum knee, so I've been trying some different potions throughout the week. All right. Yeah, no, good to see you too. Yes. All right, good day. And you hear footsteps, both going either direction, away from your door.
Brula
think
immediately
he's
takes the key and locks the door.
I think he's just trying to keep us safe at the moment.
Is it safe for him to be going out though?
No, definitely not. But I mean,
I wanted to stop him, but he's gone.
you can't go with him. If you're seen
No.
with him, it makes it even worse for
I
him.
know.
But Rio,
Yeah.
I'm sorry I was mad at you.
Oh, you were pretty justifiably upset. But
I'm feeling bad about it. You needed our
So-
help. I should have looked harder.
I don't think you could have helped.
But I could have tried harder.
Suppose that's all any of us can do sometimes.
That's true.
I know the 4 elders from the Fighters Guild, they tried. They looked for me for hours.
I'm sorry, but I don't really know. Like, I know what a warlock is, but I don't know. What does this mean?
Well, the voice that spoke to me introduced herself as the Grey Queen. And she was the lord of whatever realm that was that I was in. And,
So, like, planar travel?
I don't know what that means, so maybe?
Okay.
Wherever I was, it wasn't anywhere here. That's all I know. But anyway, she was in charge there, apparently. She introduced herself as the queen and said she had the power to send me home with the wave of her hand. But she would require some favors in return.
Did she tell you what the favors would be yet?
Yes. Sort of. It's kind of open-ended. It was a little vague on purpose. She's basically said the affairs of the mortal realm are usually beyond her concern and she doesn't pay a ton of attention. Well, she didn't say that. I learned that from someone else. Anyway. Right. The mortal world isn't her primary concern. She's busy with her own realm. But if and when something happens over here and she wants to know what's going on, I would have to go check it out for her. And if her enemies, for whatever reason, flee to the mortal realm to get away from her, I might have to kill them.
Okay. We can work with that.
Do you have to give up your dream of Hatchpoint?
No. She said that it might be months and months between whenever she has me do anything. The mortal world is an afterthought to her. It's just sometimes it comes up and it's relevant, and if that's the case, she's gonna call on me to do it. Or at least
Sounds
that's how
kind of
it's...
like a dick, to be honest.
Hey, don't say that.
But yeah,
she
don't,
brought him
please
home
don't,
to us.
yeah, don't say that. Thanks.
He'd still be there if it weren't for her.
Well, that too, but also, I wasn't the only one who came back.
Who else came back?
Lady Savaris. And I just kind of look in the corner of the room. Like, up to the corner of the room. And, I have a familiar. She just poofs into existence. There's a sprite or a small fairy just hovering in the corner of the room watching, and has been the whole time. Right. She came back with me.
Oh, my goodness. I'm so rude of him not to introduce you until this moment. I'm Toof. It's very nice to meet you. Lady Savaris? Did I hear that right?
Yeah, she doesn't talk.
She
and then I
huffs at you.
sighed. Oh,
She huffs at you, crosses her arms, looks down at each of you.
okay.
Yeah,
Well,
she
it's nice to meet you.
she talks in here. Like you do sometimes, Toof.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Brula.
Have you been listening this whole time?
She's been with me since I got back like 6 months ago.
So she knows about the secret And I
She
point
was
to
with us
rug
at-
my bag.
She was with us at Alden's house, yes.
Oh boy.
Although, yeah,
the
we
old
were
and the
separated.
bibbles.
We were separated for a little bit when we got launched forward in time because she didn't know where I went and couldn't get a hold of me. So she was flying around town and then didn't find us again until after the big scuffle that we just got into with the Thieves Guild when we were fighting the noise. She finally caught up.
Oh,
But, yeah.
you must have been very worried. I'm sorry. We didn't have control over it.
No, unfortunately.
She says it's not your fault.
Thank you for telling us, Rio.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to demand it of you in such a place like this. I just...
Well, I figured you all deserve an answer, and also it was only a matter of time before you noticed her following us around, and that would have been really awkward if you found out before I said
Very
anything.
awkward. I would have assumed she was after the mud buns. Are they really a day old? Can I have one? And I'm already picking it up. As I say, can I have one? I have it in my hand.
Roll me a d20.
Can somebody do that? For I have claw hands. It'd be so nice.
I can
real
roll.
quick. Thank you so much.
2. Oh, wait, no, 12.
12? No, they're not mud buns. They're
Take it.
like a they're like a saffron bun or something like that.
Ooh.
Ew.
I don't... Is that bad?
I don't know.
What does saffron taste like?
It's like a saffron cinnamon bun.
Oh, I
Very
Cinnamon bun may be a
round.
little bit
I love
better.
Very
cinnamon.
round, and but it does look. They don't look fresh, but they don't look bad either. They're probably about a day old. Look a little
Ooh,
dry.
okay.
I guess Brula will also take one and like expect fully a mud bun.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
and you
yeah.
bite
Take a
into it,
bite.
and then you're like,
And you
"Ugh."
bite it and it's the wrong
The
flavor.
worst.
Oh, it's like when you expect chocolate chip cookies and it's oatmeal raisin. You know, and you're like, I was fooled. But she keeps eating it.
I pick one up and eat
Actually,
it as
not
well.
bad.
I think they're
It's like
roughly
oatmeal
16
raisin's
hours
pretty
old.
good.
Yeah.
Did you say they're roughly 16 hours old?
I think they're roughly 16 hours old. That's
I'm
not
impressed you can
bad.
tell.
Oh, yeah. I do love my buns.
I don't think we should stay here.
Yeah. Do you
Me
think we
neither.
should just leave a nice little note and then evaporate?
I think we should
Teleport.
check on
Mosey.
Rio's parents.
Well, that's a long way. I mean, I agree. I'm not saying no, but
Yeah.
don't they
that'd
live all the
be-
way on the coast?
Yeah, they're down in Valstorm. It's a few days in the wrong direction for where we're going.
Yeah, but I
Can
mean,
we
it's
send them a note?
it's-
Yeah, maybe we can
We could
send
send
some.
them. I look up.
and
I
Tinkerbell.
look up at Lady Sylvaris.
Yes.
Sylvia for short. I look up at Sylvia. Actually, there is someone who could get there pretty quick and unseen.
That would be great.
That would be really good, and then you could just warn them about the situation. But here's the thing, Sylvia. I hope you don't mind if I call you that. You would have to be very
She says
good about.
absolutely don't call her that.
Okay. You would have to be very careful about how you approach the situation with his mother. You can't just be like, "Oh no, assassins are coming to kill you because of what happened." You cannot say that. You have to somehow be like, "Go on vacation or something." You know, you look tired. Except don't say that because I think that's rude. I think humans think that's rude. So you'd have to say something else. Help.
Yeah, Tooth is
And I
right.
looked at Brula.
Yeah, Tooth is probably right. You gotta address it to my mother a little carefully.
Yeah. You'll definitely want. And Brula looks up at Lady Savaris. You'll want to have tact.
Yeah, that.
Something a lot of us seem to lack.
Maybe
Whatever
it'd be
do you
better.
mean?
Actually, hold on. It might be better if I write the letter to Mom, and you
That's
just
a good idea.
hand it to her. Maybe that'd be better than having you try to explain the whole thing.
Oh, that's
and,
such
and
a
I
good idea.
and I pull out a quill pen and paper and start writing a letter summarizing the situation.
I am slowly taking Merple, my mage hand, to maybe see if I can sneak one of the other buds, probably Rio's bud. But I'm also not really trying to sneak it. I mean, I am, but if you caught me, that'd probably be good because I don't want to steal from you guys, but
Sleight
I'm
of hand
pretty
check.
hungry. What?
Sleight of hand.
Yes! Okay.
Oh. Sleight of hand on your friends.
Sorry.
Once we're rolling against each other, it's all downhill from there.
I'm so
It's
hungry.
Merple. It's Merple. It's not Tooth. It's Merple.
Yeah. Well. Okay. Sleight of hand check. Hold on. I think I have advantage with this with Merple, right? I'd have to check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll
Sure.
normally for now.
All right.
I can't remember. It's been 2 weeks. Okay.
You have to
hold
beat
on.
Rio's passive perception, I guess, because he's not actively like holding it or staring at it. He's probably thinking about way more important things.
Yeah, I've also been like uninterested in the food since it arrived, and while I was telling
Yeah,
my
I
story,
noticed that.
so I'm. Sorry, what did you roll on sleight of hand?
I'm let me look. 22.
Yeah, the DC for finding it would have been even lower than usual because I'm like, distracted, so there's no chance of me noticing.
Okay. Oh, Rio, your bud looks a little staler than the rest of them. I mean, is it, I think it's probably best you don't eat it. Actually,
I
in fact.
abruptly turn right as you grab it.
My
I
eyes go
abruptly
wide,
turn.
and I'm just like, I'm like
Yeah,
a dog that's
right.
been caught about to grab food off the plate, and I'm just like,
Yeah, right as you grab it, I just turn and look right at you and say, I introduced her wrong. It's Lady Sylvaris Moonsilver of the Shadow Court, Warden Spirit, and Emissary of the Grey Queen. That's her
What a
proper
wonderful
title.
title.
Yes,
And
sorry.
Bruno's like, "Lady
I
Sylvaris,
shortened
up
it,
to-"
and she wanted me to correct it. And then I turned back with still not noticing that you grabbed the food.
I also, while you're still stealing, I sort of wave at her and say, I'm sorry for calling the Grey Queen a dick.
does she want the bud?
I've never seen her eat. Do you eat? She doesn't eat. She does sleep. She doesn't eat.
So is that a yes, Rio?
I'm sorry, is what a yes?
Can I eat this?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
already.
I don't care. There we go. I've got a letter done.
And it's gone. I've eaten it already.
Yeah, I fold up a letter with basically instructions to my parents that I got in over my head and made some enemies made enemies with the wrong people, and they might need to change their names or stay at a friend's house or something.
Sorry, that's so dramatic. I love it.
Go underground.
Yeah, literally go. I put, you need to go into the witness protection program, and I take the note, and I
I love that you
hand it.
started with, you might have to change your names or stay at a friend's house. Because it's like
Change your
definitely
name
on the same
and
level.
stay at a friend's house, and maybe dye your hair and shave the beard or whatever. You know, like you're gonna have to make some changes. And I hand the letter to Sylvia, and
It's so
And then
good
say-
because, like, Rio is like, oh, I can't let my mom know. And then he's writing this dramatic letter of like, oh, you have to change your name. And, like, I just know where he gets it from, right? And she's probably that dramatic as well. Like, oh, no, it's very, it's perfect. It's very good.
Love it.
and then I unlock the door, and out she goes with the letter, and turns invisible first, and then zips out the door.
Oh,
Right. She's never been caught, ever. She's been following me around for 6 months, and no one's ever noticed her. So I'm pretty sure.
yeah, not even me. That's
No.
crazy.
It's not so crazy that I didn't notice her. I know that I'm sometimes a bit oblivious.
Right. Well, she flies a lot faster than I can run, so
My eyes are like 3 times the size of yours, Sally.
That's true. They're great, though.
Thank you. So what's the plan? Are we sneaking out of here or
I
what?
think we have to leave.
Is this?
Are we not
is this
going to
like,
wait for Driga?
I mean, we could, but what is she gonna tell us?
Didn't
Is waiting for
12
her
gold
putting her
pieces
in
say
danger.
not to trust anyone?
Yeah.
Anyone.
I mean,
I
maybe
mean,
we should.
I
Maybe we should
trust
hear out
her.
what's going on at least. I don't
Yeah.
know.
We
Do you
could.
know? Do you know Trika? I don't know. I don't know any of these Healers Guild people, so I don't know who's trustworthy and who's not.
Yeah.
I mean, up until recently, I would have said everybody was trustworthy.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, maybe not everybody, but like most people. I believe most people are good. But then people keep proving me wrong the last couple of days.
Yeah.
I thought Drika was fine. I didn't work with her directly, but like I know of her from working for the Healers Guild.
I mean, listen, even if she has the best of intentions, are we putting her in danger by being
Also
here?
true.
That's true. That's true.
He has
And
this
technically,
multiple
we
times.
can't even guarantee that we're not going to just disappear.
Exactly. And he also said, are you sure you weren't followed? So we might be putting the whole guild in danger by staying here.
Yeah,
It might be
we-
best to
we-
abscond in darkness.
That's a
These
good point.
are-
We probably are being followed.
These are all valid questions.
Yeah.
But I will say, a guild master is hard to go after. Like I'm not too worried about Drika.
I
I'll
might
put
be
it
worried
that
about
way.
Brindle though.
Yeah, maybe him. But I'm assuming like guild masters usually tend to be really powerful, and I don't know if she has bodyguards or not, but like, you know, she's in that position for a reason.
Here's the thing that I keep thinking about. What are the odds that they know what the device does? And what are the odds that somebody is pulling a tooth, meaning they're sitting out in a bush, watching the outside of this building to see if anybody leaves looking like they know something? Because that's what I did for several hours. I waited. I watched all the guards to see who was gossiping on what shift. If I were them, that's exactly what I'd be doing. And you know who would flag my radar? That guy.
I mean, yeah, maybe. On the other hand,
At
do you
least
think
somebody has to know, right? I mean, they were the ones who sent us after the lost second.
Hey, it's been
So
2
there's
whole
probably
days.
someone.
Do you think they'd really be sitting out there watching the place for 2 whole days?
Yeah, that's where we disappeared. They watched us, right?
Yeah.
Someone is gonna be sitting out in a bush somewhere watching.
Well, I don't think they... We fought them. We won. We ran away. So there was probably at least a little while there where they weren't watching us, so they probably didn't know where we went. But they probably went around asking people, and maybe they talked to witnesses, and witnesses
Maybe
would have
they
told
heard
them.
somebody that saw us vanish in thin air.
Yeah, maybe they probably found a witness that would have told them. And do they know how the lost second works? Do they know that we're going to
I don't
reappear in
know.
the same spot?
I
Because if
don't
they
know.
know...
We even
if
really
they-
know that
We
that's
don't even know
necessarily
if we're going
true.
to-
I mean, it could have also
Yeah.
been some sort of teleportation spell or something, you know? High level
Right.
magic.
They could have thought that we teleported somewhere else, but if they knew, if they realized that we reappear in the same spot, then they could just be waiting for us next time.
I checked that the door is locked because I didn't see Rio lock it. And then I have a quick look around the room. Do I see any way that anyone could get in or out of this room that isn't that one locked door since there's no window?
Make me an investigation check.
man,
Okay, I'm really good at those.
I have to fear Bibbles for real now. That gave me some anxiety in my
I rolled an
belly.
18.
It looks like a pretty standard room. Like, it really does appear to just be a temporary bunk. There is... It looks like a storeroom that they've put 4 beds in. 4 small... Like, they're not beds. They're like little... They're like military bunks that are just pushed against the wall. 2 on either side. Just enough room to maybe stand between the 2 of them. Like, you're kind of cramped into this room, by the way. You're not like sat in this lavish thing. It's a pretty small space. Probably each of you is sat on one of the beds or something like that. And then by the door, there one side of it's open. The other side has a few stacks of sacks of soil. No windows, no other doors or anything like that. The ceiling looks just to be plain stone. The walls seem to be plain stone. There isn't anything. It's painted, but it's been painted white. It's white stone and then painted white on top of it. You know, you're like running a hand across the walls and stuff. It really doesn't appear to be like a secret passage or like a little hole or anything like that. In terms of people gaining access without magic, yeah, it really is just that one door. It feels like a back room hidden away. Yeah, magic wise, there's several different ways that people could potentially get through, but you know, yeah, that really doesn't seem like a secret crazy room with all hidden entrances and exits or peephole, like one of those paintings with like eyeballs cut out that are clearly following you around the room.
I was thinking something much more mundane, like a hatch that went through the floor or through the ceiling or something that was like maybe used for transport, but that's fair
no
enough.
Hatches, just that one door seems to be.
That's unfortunate. Now we only have one entrance and one exit.
Or do we? Toof, have you ever asked the last second if it can just activate? It wants to do the job, right?
Yes.
What if we ask specifically, hey, can you take us a week into the future? I mean, we'd end up right here, but no one would be able to predict. We could technically hide in time.
Oh.
If we could appear somewhere else, that'd be great. But if we're always going to come back,
I don't know if you can teleport us, but we can at least take refuge.
Not a bad idea. I mean,
It's just that we don't know what will happen in that time frame. So if they are chasing us and there's someone right on our heels, what better way to just outpace them than by going into the future? That being said, it could be really bad also if they know where we are.
yeah, they could just,
They would have time to prepare, so...
yeah.
But it is an option. If we find a safe spot and we feel like maybe... if we can activate it somehow.
right? So here's my worry. Now that we did it in front of people in the lobby, word might spread, and the thieves, they might find out. If they realize that we're going to vanish and then we're going to reappear in the same spot, they could really easily set up an ambush. So the whole hiding in time thing is probably a terrible idea. In fact, if we're gone long enough, they could just build a cage by the time we get back. So, yeah, I think maybe we probably
Rio,
shouldn't.
It's okay. And I'm watching him very nervously as we're talking about essentially the traumatic thing that just happened to him about somebody being prepared and ambushing. And I'm just like, it's okay. We don't have to do it, Rio. It's okay.
Oh no, I'm okay. This is actually a nice change of pace. It's a new puzzle to solve and take my mind off of other things.
Okay,
but
great.
yeah.
We're screwed, and we could really use some sort of puzzle solving here, Rio.
Oh,
like big
okay.
time. We're stuck in a room with no way out.
Do we stay or do we go?
Well, how do we even go if we're going? I mean, I could just go take a peek. Do you want me to go take a peek?
I wouldn't be a bad idea.
Do I remember the
Can't stay
hallway?
here.
Like from my time working in the Healers Guild, is this an area that I would have ever had access to while doing a quest here?
Definitely.
Okay, so if I know the layout of the building, is there a lesser used route that we could use that would not have a lot of foot traffic if we wanted to make it out of the building?
There's several ways out. There is the sort of main massive archway that serves as the entranceway on the ground floor. But there are like, I mean, on the ground floor there are several smaller doors that just lead to the outside. They're just back doors, emergency exit style. There would probably be a few dotted around this hallway. Alternatively, you can go up and then out of one of the windows, climb down. There are vines and stuff on the outside of the building. It's really easy to climb up and down this building if you're able to climb well. But there are other smaller doors, yeah, you could get out of.
Okay.
Roll me a d20. We'll see how far away you are from one.
Okay.
20 being like really far.
Not a good time to roll a 20.
10.
10, pretty average.
You gotta do a little. You maybe you walked past one on your way here, and it's sort of split the difference between where you are right now and then the door that you came in through. There's an exit that you should be able to leave. It might be locked though. I don't know if you've really used these exits, but you do know that there are other ways in and out of the Healers Guild. They're for ease of use for the most part, as far as you understand. But I mean, most people just come through the giant main doors. Why would you not? But yeah, several little doors on the way out.
Tooth, there's a door the opposite direction to where we came in.
Okay.
It's a smaller door. It shouldn't be as used. You could scout that out if you wanted.
And
but
for a second, you see my eyes like lift up and then dart back and forth, almost like REM sleep a little bit. And I think you could tell I'm retracing our steps or our pathway up here. Okay.
And then it might be locked.
It.
I don't know if it's locked or not. I've never used it. But
okay.
There should be a lot of doors like that, but there's one not that far away.
Okay.
If we wanted to leave. I don't know if we've decided that yet. I just mean if we need to go, there's a lesser used door.
Do you want me to go check?
Do you think you can do that without being seen?
Yes. I can certainly try. And who knows? Maybe if they catch me, they'll send me to prison.
And you would actually get to experience that.
I know. Then I can be
It was
a cool
underwhelming,
kid.
but I
And it smelled like
would
pee.
want that for you if you want it.
Do they have mud buds? Oh, okay.
Maybe. Probably not.
Say
A
no
lot of
more.
noise and smelly people.
I will return. And I do a dramatic flourish of my hands and robe. And then I would like to try to sneak out the door.
Yeah.
I can't help you if I can't touch you.
Actually, oh, that's fair. You know what's really funny though? I think I do go with a big flourish and then I go to head out the door and I fucking just run into the door first. Oh, we gotta unlock it. Who's got the key?
I unlock the door.
Sorry. You. Let me try it again. And then I do the dramatic flourish and I head out the door.
Yeah, make me a stealth check.
Okay. Instilling so much confidence, I'm sure.
I'm so used to casting guidance on people that my hand kind of reaches out like I'm going to do it, and then I go,
14.
You'll be fine.
14. Ooh, pretty low for you, isn't it?
Sure is.
Don't say that.
What number was that?
I just have
6.
to make sure that I don't think I have advantage on
I
that.
just feel like all of your stealth rolls so far this campaign have been like 58.
Yeah, I've been very lucky.
Yeah, so what is the plan here? What is the approach? What are you doing?
I am sneaking out, and I think I'm going to, I'm trying my very best to follow the directions she gave me. And even though my eyes were moving around like REM sleep, that doesn't mean I'm actually very good at it. I was just trying to recall the pathway, so it's up to pure chance here. And I'm trying to find the door she's talking about and just see if it's busy up here and if we could reasonably sneak out.
Okay. I guess make me an investigation check. I'll just set the DC very low
Okay.
to see if you really butcher this.
Oh,
Ooh.
sure looks like I might. 9.
No, you have to be a 5. So it's not great. Like, you're aware that you're not fully sure of the way to go and stuff. You head out of the door, turn right, and head down the corridor the way that you came from. You pass a handful of different doors, some with numbers on, some unmarked, some with different symbols, like the one that's on yours with the vines. And then you come to a door that's more sort of set into the wall than any of the others. It's also on the opposite side. All of the doors are on the inner wall. There aren't any doors on the outside, so that makes this a lot easier as well. Finally, there is a door on the sort of outer wall here. It's a little bit larger. It's set into the wall. It looks like it's reinforced. It does have lots of keyholes on it and a big one of those locks that you would push down from the outside. And on the inside, it has like a small little bar that runs across the doorway. It looks like it's completely unlockable from the inside, but there are key locks as well, so you'd have to test it.
And how many key locks are there?
Just one big looking thing.
Oh. I don't think I can help it. Can I activate my horn sense?
Yeah, sure. Let me
Sorry.
remind myself of what it does
I
precisely.
think it's 90 feet. No, I don't get traps or anything like that. Just loot.
Yeah. I still have to remind myself of everything. I've been on some heavy painkillers,
Yeah, no worries. Would you like me
And-
to read it?
and my brain doesn't work on the best
As a
of
bonus
days.
action, you have advantage on wisdom, perception, and intelligence investigation checks within 90 feet made to locate hidden objects, caches, or valuables, not to notice creatures, traps, etc.
There's so many. This
Ooh.
building lights up. It's a guild.
I know.
Yeah,
I just saw the locked door and I couldn't help myself. I
Yeah.
think it happened without me
this.
paying attention.
Yeah. This locked door. I mean, beyond the locked door, there are significantly less sonar pings on this thing. In fact, I think you maybe only get one or two within 90 feet of where you are right now.
So reasonably, it could be like a stairwell.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, on a
okay.
9 investigation check as to where you are. Yeah.
I mean, I have advantage on this roll if you want me to roll again for the horn sense.
No. This is
Oh.
that I was using your previous investigation
Oh,
check
right.
to determine
Okay.
like where are you.
Where am I?
Yeah,
Okay.
no. I mean, there is endless stashes and caches, and what might be considered hoard locations in this building. Just multiple rooms pinging all the way up, a few below, some around this ring that you get the sense of as well. 90 feet. I think probably the Healers Guild is much larger. Yeah, it is. It's like 200 feet across this tower, so it's pretty big. So you get, a good section of this circular building. Yeah, there's so much good stuff in here, though. It's a
Man.
guild.
No, Toof. We're not gonna rob from a healer's guild. That's not acceptable. All this stuff in here is here to help people. It has a job, it has a purpose. And then I head back, and I open the door, and I come in. I think I found the door you were talking about.
And?
Yeah, I think we could get out of here, no problem.
Okay, so do we want to do that?
Better than staying in here, probably.
I think everyone that we know and care about is in danger. So I think we should leave. And the sooner we get out of here, the safer everyone will be.
Well said. And Brula chugs the glass of water, finishes up the last of the saffron bun, and wipes the crumbles and says, "Let's go."
Okay. Can Lady oh, what was her name again? Rio, I'm
Not
sorry, I don't want to get it
Silvaris.
wrong.
It's Lady Sylvaris.
Lady
Then
Sylvaris.
and then the rest of her title.
Okay.
I call her Sylvia, but I've had 6 months to get to talk
yeah,
to her.
that's
so
fair.
She's a little relaxed.
Well, she can make her way back to you regardless of where you are, right?
I can pull her back to me at any time, no matter where she
Okay.
is.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah, it's pretty handy. It would take me 3 days to get home. Well, actually, I should probably ask Brad. How long would it take to get to Valstorm from here? I think we said 3 days earlier, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, let me look, because I can calculate it. Straight shot, you're looking at about
Wait, is Valstorm on the east or the west side?
Valstorm's on the east, you're on the west.
Oh, right.
I can bring
that
you
was-
over
that
to
was-
the world map if you well
I was originally thinking that like when I first made the character, I thought we were in Old Runenstein, not New
Right.
Runenstein.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more than 3 days.
Yeah, so
And
you're
they'd
looking
have
at,
to-
I mean, if you take a road, What is it? Which button is it? Control, Shift.
Oh, it tells you. Cool.
Yeah, it's about a week to get there, roughly, by road. But at
a week by road.
Pace.
Right. But it's like it's wilderness from straight here to there, right? They have to go all the way south around is the only.
You can take a path. You can take the road. There is a road. It's quite hard to see through Dawnwald there, which is a farming village, and up to New Runenstein. That'd be the quickest route.
Right. But she's just flying straight there.
Flying. That's so right. Flying straight there. Sorry, I was calculating for you guys.
If she's just flying straight there,
I mean, it's still you're looking. She's flying and she's quicker than you guys. It would take 5 days if you just went in a straight line. She can probably do it in 3 or 4. She doesn't need to rest, so it's probably even less. She's probably doing 2, let's say.
Okay. So I'll give her 3 then, just in case she stops or gets lost or whatever. But 2 days, 3 days. So I'll wait 3 days. This to answer Brula's question, or was it Toof's question? Sorry, I'm distracted.
That's okay. I don't remember.
Right.
I asked if she would come back to you.
Oh, right. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait like 3 days, give her time to get there and deliver the letter, and then I can just call her back to me from anywhere.
Okay.
Which is really handy.
Then I guess we just leave.
We just leave. Brula
Are
holds the
you
door
sure?
open.
Do you want to leave a note for your guild leader person? Something like, I'm sorry, but we left because it was for the best, or something dramatic, like in those plays.
I think we should leave a note, but I think it should be very cryptic.
That's what I mean.
And I'm not really sure that I know how
I'm
to
sorry,
make it cryptic.
but it needed to be done. And then that's it. And then you just sign it.
I've never got to write a note like that before.
I know.
Do you want to write a note? Allie, your handwriting is much better than mine.
I think you should both sign it at least. You're both part of the guild.
Do we want them to know that it was from us? They would know it was from us without us having to sign it, right?
You could just say thank you for the water and the buds, and then they know it was
Excellent
us.
idea.
Thank
and I
you.
write on a piece of paper. I pull like a piece of parchment out, and I write with a quill, a very, very pretty quill that I never use. And I write, thank you for the water and the quote-unquote mud buns. It had to be done.
Because they want mud buns. But
And
they
then
were
I draw
good.
a heart.
They were good buns, yeah.
And a flower. And
do
then I
you wanna
leave it on the thing.
Yeah, perfect. Yes,
That looks
very
good.
dramatic. I've always wanted to do that. And now we abscond dramatically.
In the
into
night.
the night.
Yes.
A day.
In the night.
Whatever.
I love the image of all 4 of us kind of scuttling out of this room and just going, yes, into the night. We abscond.
We're like,
And I
Brula's
put
like
my
singing
cloak
us a
around
theme
Brula
song.
again.
Yeah.
just like,
Da-da-da-da-da-da. And we're just going down the hallway.
You're gonna have to all make me stealth checks.
Oh, no.
Okay.
God bless it.
We're absconding?
Yeah.
Afraid you're absconding.
Or absconding.
I'm
Leo.
rolling with disadvantage, apparently.
Oh,
I'm
heavens.
also rolling with
Betsy.
disadvantage
That's a 6.
due to my
That
heavy
chain.
armor.
That's an 11.
Well,
Yeah, it's not as stealthy as you want it to be.
really poking into everything.
Yeah, it's you just walk down a corridor. I think is what happens. Like Tooth is really like darting and zipping and avoiding, everyone and everything.
Where's Tooth?
Yeah.
You guys are just walking
The
down
rest of
hallway.
you are pretty much just walking down a hallway.
I would like
There's a couple
to
of people
cast
about.
Thaumaturgy
Okay.
back the direction we came
Right.
to make a phantom sound.
Okay.
Nice.
I would like to make like a really, really weird, I don't know, like a bird call that nobody knows what it is, but it's coming from the direction of the entrance hall and as loud as I can make it.
Okay. What's the range on this? Did it
30
say?
feet.
Oh. The entrance hall is about 200 feet away from you.
Is it? It's so far.
Yeah, it's pretty far.
Basically away from the door we're going towards.
Maybe just like on the floor below us or something.
Yeah, I was thinking like
That's
maybe
still 30 feet, but yeah.
Yeah, do we want to go up or down? Down. I'm gonna go down and like 30 feet behind me. And I'm gonna make like a caw kind of noise, you know?
Okay.
Something ridiculous.
You're in like a
Nobody
giant
knows what that bird is.
busy place, by the way. Like this thing it goes off. And
Alina's firmly believes that this is going to help us get out of here, okay?
and this sort of like ghostly phantom cawing noise really loudly goes off in a quarantined area.
Weird.
Just all of these really sick plague patients are just subjected to an air horn. And that happens.
It's now the cool kids calling card.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Cool kids were here.
That happens. The handful of people in the hallway that are looking at you, or like move past you, still see you. Maybe.
But are they mildly distracted by the weird noise coming from downstairs?
Behind you, you get like away from them, and then you set this thing off so that no one sees you casting the spell or whatever. Because I think for this, what is this, VS? Verbals. You need to incant something. You need to be like caw.
I like the idea that I'm just going caw into my hands.
Yeah, like those bird calls.
Yeah. But I don't know how to do that.
The
But
sound goes somewhere else.
Alina's absolutely knows.
There's like a couple of Healers Guild members that are further down the hallway that it sort of did like a, what on earth was that? Oh, blimey, what was that? Sounded like it came from downstairs. Oh well, and then they carry on.
Anyway.
I don't want to diminish your efforts here.
No, it's fine.
In the hallway, and it's like totally normal.
Such a random hallway. You were just walking down it. No one was really even bothered. And then you did this.
I'm trying
That's
to
the
create
whole
a
thing, right?
distraction, and I fully believe that it worked.
I love that you're doing.
in prison.
I love that you're doing like a we need to get past these guards distraction, and there's no one's even bothered right now.
No one cares.
It's the only time where that what was that sound? Must have been the wind. Would
Must have
actually
been the wind. Just a weird
Must have been the
bird,
wind.
man.
What was that? Oh, who knows?
Yeah, there's probably a commotion downstairs, and like a bunch of stuff kicks off. But I mean, you're through a stone floor and above it, so I don't know if you really necessarily hear the general. Like even your like thaumaturgy is very muffled. So yeah, I mean, people are distracted by it, but I don't.
But they just don't care enough to.
I just don't think they're in this corridor for the most part, and the one or two people that are distracted by it for a second, but I don't think it's not a huge corridor. Like you're just like in a corridor.
Listen, I'm fully aware. Alinas is like very aware of how clumsy she is, so like did not expect to be getting.
You're just kind of in the corridor of a workplace. You know what I mean? They're just going about their 9 to 5, or like whatever, they're 10 till 4, and then you do that. You successfully distract a bunch of people, and confuse a lot of people, and you come to the door which is unguarded. You wait a few moments, the corridor clears, there's no one here, and you see the same thing from the inside. There's a single iron bar that you could move easily with your hands, at least it seems like, unless it's an immovable rod, and then a lock that would take a normal large size classic oldie iron key keyhole. Big looking reinforced wooden door, iron around the edges, set into the wall. Looks like an outer door. Like you get the sense it probably does lead outside, or literally to the greatest horde of all time. But Tooth is already.
I was wondering actually if the pearls were here. The beads, the prayer beads.
The prayer beads?
Yeah, or if the merchant kept them, you know? I've been suspicious of that little bastard.
I could look, but I'm not going to. I think
no, it's
that
fine.
it was the vials of stuff that was being returned to the Healers Guild.
Oh yeah, that's right. The amber pearl, the prayer beads were going to the
prayer
other temple.
beads were supposed to go to the Radiant Church.
I'm just wondering if those things were actually returned, but my horde sense is not specific.
Yeah, I don't know if you would even know regardless.
No, but I am curious. Anyway,
be a whole
where are
other
you
thing.
guys?
I pull on the bolt, I guess, to try and open the door.
Yeah, it moves, and all it does is sort of lift upwards. There's kind of a mechanism that allows it to lift up.
It's not even locked.
It's one of two locks, though.
Oh.
So the
so
bolt
it
is
locked
just a
with
thing that
okay.
is the thing that they just put in as a bolt, and then there is the actual key lock. So as you lift the bolt, it lifts. If you're pushing the door as well,
Yeah. It doesn't open.
yeah. Roll me a history check. You and Brula can do this.
Okay.
Ooh.
Now that we're here at this exact juncture.
History.
I rolled a 5.
Oh my god. I rolled a 1.
Natty 1.
She.
Yeah. Brula, you're convinced that they don't lock these doors overnight. And it is probably, and I can sort of move the time forward, it's how long have we been live? About an hour and a half? Yeah, it's probably about an hour. So you're looking at about 11 p.m. at night right now. But it is locked. It seems to be locked via the key rather than the bolt. The bolt just seems to
Brula
be an
shakes the
internal
door.
measure.
These aren't supposed to be locked.
Which,
Huh? What was that noise? From down the hall. Just
be
the
the
wind.
It's that weird bird again.
I think I might be able to help if you'd like.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, please. And Brula steps aside.
Okay. Now I need to know if using Merple, do I get advantage on this specifically if I'm trying to pick a lock?
What does Merple give you advantage for? What was it? You
Like
have
lock, like if you use the mage hand for the purpose of trying to pick a lock, do I get advantage on that? I can't remember, and I don't see anything on my sheet, so I'm just asking.
Yeah, I don't think so unless you have, because I know you have like a Legerman thing. I don't know if that gives you any extra.
Yeah, I'm looking to hear
bullshit.
thieves. Okay, I'm looking. Sorry, just give me 1 second. Mage hand. Hold on.
No, I think it just lets you do this actually. Okay.
Yeah,
Normally you
yeah,
wouldn't
I
be
think
able to.
so.
All right. Yeah,
Okay,
then
cool.
no, I don't think so. Not unless you can
Okay.
come up with something yourself.
Nope,
Do you have
I
thieves'
haven't.
tools?
I do, yeah. But I only, it looks like it's for something else. Intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws for that. Okay, cool. Like a gnome. All right, 1 second. I will do this. Uh-oh. 14.
You can roll a thieves' tools check. I think it gives you a higher roll, a higher bonus. You should have a proficiency
check.
thing. Yeah, there you go. Oh no, 5 plus
That's
3.
less,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know how that can be the case. Oh, your proficiency. You're an expertise in sleight of hand.
Yeah.
I might be wrong on this,
Yeah,
but I
no.
thought in the 2024 version you literally just roll sleight of hand for thieves' tool checks.
Yeah, maybe. We'll do sleight of hand from now on, just because you have a higher number in it anyway, so there's no point. I just thought it might give you another bonus on top of that sleight of hand, because I feel like it should, but you know, whatever. So you roll a 14. Yeah, go on.
She actually would get advantage. I found it. Well, if you have proficiency in both. For the 2024 rules, if you have proficiency in both thieves' tools and sleight of hand, you get advantage on the check, but you roll sleight of hand.
Oh, there you go. Okay, roll me another one.
Okay. I feel like well, could you want to just take the second one, the 19, but add 3 more to that?
Okay.
Okay.
22.
Thank you.
This is
I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, write it down. I definitely won't remember it. I'm delirious.
I won't remember it.
Right?
I've already forgotten.
This is what Fairlight's here for. He remembered everything. He's like a supercomputer. He's like those people in court that are typing on that little thing really quickly.
So
and
fast.
They type in.
Tome
I
of
don't even know
knowledge.
what it is.
Shorthand, yeah.
It's like it's barely even language. I don't know how they read that back.
I wish I had that typing speed.
This is an old lock, and as such, it's not necessarily that it's easier to pick. It's just that you're more experienced with it, and it takes you a moment to sort of figure out how the tumblers work. And with these thieves' tools, Merple starts twisting, and eventually you hear a kagoom, and you're able to just push the door ajar and recognize that it's open. And it definitely leads outside. Immediately there's a small gust of air, just the wind, and
I also think that
the sounds of the outside.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
I also think that even though we're used to seeing like thieves go very quiet and like listen to the door, the safe or whatever, that is not what's happening with Toof. Toof is just whispering a conversation to the door while Merple is working. Like, and so you see, we really need to get through here, and I'm very sorry, but it would be great if you could just let us through and then not tell anyone that we went through here. We're trying to keep the guild safe, you see. And then you hear the click, and then it's like, oh, thank you. It's like almost like. It's almost like I don't realize that Merple did this. I thought the door maybe did it and let us through. There might be a moment where you go, wait a second. And then I go, oh, okay, the door let us through. Come on. The great outdoors. That was
we gotta get out of the city.
Yeah, here is what you're greeted with as you move through this door.
Don't say that.
100 vampires. No, you
really
open
weird
the door. No one really seems to take much notice of you as you step out. It is a big door in a big, busy city. But you find yourselves on the north side of the Healers Guild, the opposite side to the side that you would have entered in through. And what you see in front of you is the Farmer's Gate, the much smaller looking double gates that lead out of the city. However, much like the Healers Guild's doors, these are closed at night time. When night falls, they close these things. I can bring you back over to the map as well, so you can have a look at where you are within the city. You step out into the sort of relatively warm night air. It's the equivalent of August in a Mediterranean city here. It's a very warm air. There is a slight breeze that takes the edge off. Bustling sounds of this city continuing behind you, but the area that you're in is during the day quite busy with people coming and going through the Farmer's Gate, but at nighttime less so. There's a handful of small buildings nearby. You know that a couple of them are sort of intermediary barracks that they use just to hold some of the military here at the gate. A handful of dwellings. It's right on the edge of Midtown, which is where your apartment is, Brula and Linus. So it's quite busy, but not so stacked to the rafters that you're able to get out, close the door behind you, and find yourselves sort of sitting in front of the Farmer's Gate. There are, however, watchmen. Well, no, not watchmen. They would be the military, actually. So there would be military immediately ahead of you across this opening. Depending on how stealthy and how disguised and out of the way you want to be, just be aware that there are several foot soldiers just across this courtyard to what is a small but closed gate. Small, by the way, is still enormous, but small compared to the other two giant gates that get you in and out of this city. You're outside. What are you doing?
Oh boy, but I didn't think of this through. Now what?
Where looks like the least people? Amount of people.
Where you are right now, actually, on the north side of this, there's no reason for anyone to be here. So you're kind of well hidden as it stands. Moving south of this building, you're just straight back into Midtown. There's a big set of stores and storefronts along the Farmers Run. People coming and going. There's a tavern known as the Midtown Inn, which is a big and bustling one as well. So there's a lot of people coalescing around that at this time of night. And then people coming and going from their homes. It's kind of a suburb, though, in a way. It's not really it's not too bustling. If you go down to sort of the entertainment district and stuff like that, down by the church and the market town, it's very busy. The busiest area would be Midtown Inn. Where you are is right on the top of this Healers Guild here, between the Healers Guild and the Farmer's Gate. Your approach to this is up to you, where you want to go, how you want to do this.
Brula just says, we should steal a boat.
A boat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why
I
not?
like sailing. I'm from Valstorm. We all love sailing, but we're trying to go to Sonnentor, which is kind of in the middle of the continent on dry land.
We shouldn't
So
steal a boat.
I don't think we can sail there, which
You
makes me
think
a
if
little
we
sad.
get caught, we'd go to prison? Is stealing a boat a prisonable offense?
Dude, I don't think you want to go to prison.
Just for one
At
time.
Yeah,
least
this
not yet.
whole going to prison thing too. It's not really that fun.
Okay,
So no
but
boat?
I feel left out.
I'm sure we'll get arrested for something at some point.
Promise?
Ah,
Okay.
but what should we take to get to Sonnentor then, if not a boat? Like
Well-
land would stop us.
Well, I mean, horses would be extremely helpful, but I don't know if we have the money for horses. Maybe we do. We made a good chunk of change off of the jobs we did together before.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much horses are going for. Dungeon
well-
Master.
We'll only need a couple.
Do we know? Do we know the going cost of a horse?
I worked it out for my previous campaigns. Let me see if I can just find out the going rate for what I charged them, because it would be the same. And figure out where I wrote down stables information. And just copy pasta that over, because that is useful. Stable. Oh, I was so goddamn organized for my previous campaign. It was beautiful. Come on, please tell me I wrote down the costs. You're a bastard, previous Bradley. It's just the information about the fuckers that work there. Oh, where it is. Oh, the Eldessa Stables has 50% off for adventurers, and I don't think I told that to the party in side quests, so that's hilarious. They didn't deserve it. Fuck them.
Wow.
They really didn't.
No, they really didn't.
Were they the ones that committed crimes literally
They
all
were
the
like
time?
murder hobos for real.
Absolutely
like
awful.
actual cannibalism was involved at some point. Yeah.
Okay.
No offense.
The classic age-old question: if your dragonborn party member eats a human, is it cannibalism?
Yes,
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
Is it?
The Dragonborn is
Yeah.
a humanoid, not a dragon.
Yes, that's
But he's
exactly.
not human.
Anything that's humanoid that can talk and think and feel, and yeah, I think that's all cannibalism. If you ask me.
Amazing.
What about me though?
Cannibalism
I was gonna
is
say,
defined
what about a guest
as
dog?
Yeah, what if I eat
consumption.
you?
Cannibalism is defined as consumption of human flesh by humans. So a
Yeah, but that's
dragonborn.
because we don't have.
Yeah, it's not going to
fairies and
account for fucking dragons, is it? All right, so
If we did, then maybe that definition would be different.
to hire a horse is 2 gold per day.
Okay.
To hire a cart with it is an additional 4 gold, or a carriage is an additional 8 gold.
Hire a horse.
So this
That's-
is all
that's funny
borrowing. What if we just bought our own?
Straight up
I
buying.
was about to say we
yeah.
either hire it and then it eventually becomes ours, or
So
we
you
buy
can,
one.
yeah, it depends whether you want to buy a draft horse or a riding horse. Assuming you're just going to buy a riding horse each, they're 75 gold, and this is just
Big one.
this is your knowledge that I'm giving you as a rough estimate. When you go to the place, it could change, you know. But this is at your understanding, just from living in this world. The same way you'd have a good guess at like how much a car might be, you know.
Right.
So it'll be somewhere in that region.
Horses would be handy, but then we'd also have to buy the saddle, the tack, the equipment, the horse feed, find a place to keep them. So maybe just temporarily hiring out a carriage would be better.
Well,
But-
surely there's a carriage on its way to Sunentor. Maybe we could just sign up.
Yeah, there's probably
Would
multiple.
like hop in
There's
the back.
probably, well, there's probably multiple per day that go there, like as for travelers.
It's pretty fantastic. Maybe we could ask around.
Would this also fall under common knowledge? Is there like a medieval taxi service here? Just carriages that run back and forth like a trade route?
There is, yeah. You would be able to get on. There's public and private carriages that would do this. There are like large public wagons and convoys
And we need
that
a-
travel.
We need a medieval Greyhound bus.
Right.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
but
get the Greyhound
you know,
bus.
there is also private. If you've got the cash for it, you could take a private carriage with
Instead
potentially
of Greyhound, it's Wormtail.
The Wormtail bus.
yeah, and then
Why-
you can also
why
hire
Worm?
armed guards and stuff as well, depending on what it is. So yeah, there's all of those services would be available potentially.
What if we offered our services as armed guards for a caravan to travel for free, and then we're just in Mistlight again?
That's true.
We could do that. You said a line earlier where you said there was trouble on the road, and I was like, I heard the theme for Darkfire start. I was like, oh, trouble on the road, you say?
Okay. Well, let's go do that then.
Wait, let's go do what? Offer our services,
Well,
or
we
rent a-
could pay gold if we want to lie low. It's probably better to just be normal paying customers.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, offering our services as bodyguards. That would be neat. It'd be cool. We could probably travel for free. But then they're going to start asking, "Wait, who are you? Are you qualified?" And then one question leads to another, and suddenly they know who.
And then suddenly they're looking at our book and they know
Rio will
exactly
be
who we are.
okay. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
fine.
We'll just
I
pay the
think
money.
all we have to do is, like you say, just act normal.
Yeah, we're really good at that.
Right.
Yeah, really
we're
good at that.
definitely really good at acting normal. Let's go. Start making our way towards the.
I lean
Wherever
down to Brula. I'm the most normal person. Like it's easy.
The most normal.
So normal.
I've never seen someone so normal.
Exactly.
Every head in the room tracking you in your giant armor as you clomp down
My
the
giant rose
so
gold
normal.
armor, might I add.
so normal.
Okay, yeah. So the stables, or like the area that you would probably want to hire this thing from, is near the north gate. So it's not too far, but you do have to trek through the city.
I'm trekking stealthily.
Yeah, south, past the cathedral, past Ebon Quill, and over. It's near Bloom Park, which is this little triangle over here. So you just basically have to make it to Bloom Park, and then you'll be able to get to the stables and hire it. I think the actual stables would probably be positioned much closer to the gate, but the place where you would go and do business. Maybe the stable itself would be outside. I don't know. So you got to make it to Bloom Park. How are you doing this now? Tooth, you're already stealthing up, so give me your stealth roll. What about the rest of you? Are you doing anything to move through the city in a particular way, or are you just trying to act casual?
I'm trying to
casual,
act like I
probably.
belong, which is not very difficult because I've lived here for a very long time. I
Yeah.
may be very tall and clumsy, but I'm hoping I don't trip on anything on the way. But I've lived here my whole life, so I'm trying to just kind of walk as if I do this every day.
Okay.
Brula is
Right.
not being inconspicuous at all, and she has her mandolin, her like lyre out, kind of just like absent-mindedly strumming it.
Yeah, everyone's looking over.
Brula.
Brula, you don't
trying
need to
to-
make a check then. You're just existing.
Yep, she's just
Alinis, maybe make
existing.
me a performance check.
What? Are you playing that I cannot act casual?
Yep.
I mean, here's the thing. If you're told to walk along and everyone is watching you walk, it suddenly becomes a very different thing. If you just walk to the post office, you don't even think about it. When you know that you're trying to walk somewhere and everyone is watching you walk, you suddenly become very aware of what your feet are doing and how you feel, what your legs are doing.
To be fair, a performance check is far better than a stealth check, so I'll take it. I am performing normality so well.
Yeah.
That's an 18.
I'm more just looking for like massive fuck ups, like crit ones, you know.
Yeah, that's fair. You mean like the time that I tried to be deceptive and was very not deceptive? Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, sometimes I'm just feeling out whether you truly fuck this up, and you know the DC is 2. Rio.
I get my cloak back from Brula. I think I gave it to her a while ago to help her stay warm.
With Brula.
I want it back because I wear pretty like vibrant uniform and clothing, but the cloak of protection is pretty bland, right? So I want to put that around me so I can blend in a little bit better, and then just join Alinus on the casual walk train. Maybe pull the hood over to conceal my like bright blonde hair too, because that probably I'm 6'5" and bright blonde hair. I'm gonna stick out like a sore thumb no matter what I do. So I'm trying to pull the pull the hood.
Give me another
and
performance
the cloak
check as well then. Let's see.
Oh boy, here we go.
We're eking out nat ones. 2 18s. Both of you got an 18. You're moving perfectly in step with one another. Like to each other, you probably don't look like you're acting casual, but to a random passerby, you just look like anyone else moving through the city.
We're just occasionally exchanging nervous glances like, do I look normal?
Yeah, no, totally normal.
You're doing the walk down the street like Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3 when he's just like...
Earlier when we appeared out of thin air, I wanted to be like, I'm Tobey Maguire from Spider-Man when he appears through the portal. He's like, oh, hi guys.
Hi. So you start moving through the city. Who wants to roll me a d20 for your...
I'll do it.
This is,
oh no,
this
Psyche
is a
will.
fate die.
I'm really worried, but... A 16.
16, huh?
Don't
right.
say it like that.
I don't like the sound of that.
All right. Tooth, give me a perception check.
No. Okay. 21.
21. You move past the area where the Midtown Inn is, and you come to what is an inner gate. You can sort of vaguely see it on this map around here. There is a sort of secondary way to fortify parts of this city should it if it's breached from the outside. They can seal off inner chambers of the city to help fortify from any sort of invasion. Almost never are these gates ever closed, but you come to where these gates are. There are several militiamen and watchmen, the foot soldiers of the Felsenhor Armed Services, and the Watch in their white sort of regal-looking officers' uniforms, milling about in this particular area as you get there. The reason I have you do this perception check is I imagine that you're probably the scout here. You're just slightly ahead of everyone. You're also not really concentrating on like how you're walking or just like away with the fairies like Brilla is and strumming and coming up with a new track for an upcoming album. And
After Escape at 11 p.m. in the middle of the night from the Healers Guild. It's their new album. It's a concept.
It's going to be a
album.
great album.
It's going to be great.
You recognize that there's a lot of watchmen and a lot more militiamen than you would expect in this area. It is an area that it often has some sort of watch going on. And as you get to it, you kind of do another glance around and recognize that on top of the walls that are on the inside walls here, There are people moving around. The inner walls very rarely have militiamen and watchmen moving around, but you recognize a few figures kind of very shadily moving along. They look quite small, even from the distance that you're at. These walls are pretty darn tall. And you get the sense... No, actually, give me an insight check.
Okay. Real quick, before we go any further, how does using the last second affect my mage armor? Has the time actually passed and I need to recast it? Have we had a long rest if we
Good
go
question.
through 2 days in time?
Yeah, no. You are you. So
Okay.
you're relative
So
to
it's
your
still up.
time.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Okay.
You have had a short rest, everyone, while you were in that room. So you can short rest if you want. There is a button at the top of your sheet that
will do
is a knife and fork, which is the short rest button if you want to do that now. So anything you regain on a short rest that you might not have had, you've reclaimed, but you haven't had a long rest. You were in there for probably about an hour and a half in the Healers Guild, and you weren't doing anything, so that's easy short rest time. Insight check. You get the sense that the militiamen and the watchmen that are milling around this area are looking for the individuals that are moving around on the walls up there. They run one way, then they stop, they perch, they look down, then they run another. Then for a moment you sort of lose them in the darkness, and then you see them reappear again. Basically two things going on that pique your interest as you approach this area. There are some shadowy figures moving around on the rooftops and up on those high walls, and there's a bunch of militiamen and guards that seem to be coalescing, presumably looking for those individuals. So it's up to you how you want to approach this section, but it's pretty hard to get through this part of the city. You are in a natural choke point to get to where you need to go through here.
Okay, but just to clarify, you said that I do recognize them as guards? Because you said shadily walking around up top.
No, there are guards
assassins.
and on the floor, on the ground, like in the streets around this area. The figures they're just shady figures up on the thing. You see no detail on them. They're essentially stealthed up like you are, and hiding against the night sky. There's no light up there, so they're not illuminated in any way that's obvious.
Do I recognize any of the guards by chance? Are they any of the ones that we dealt with before?
Roll me a d20.
Sure.
I think because of the events going on, you need to roll very high. 15's good, but not
15.
as high as I was thinking.
Okay. That's fine. I was just wondering.
Yeah, you don't recognize any of these guards. The guards that you fought with at the Dockside Inn, Captain Ix, and maybe a couple of the ones that brought you to and fro from the jail, don't appear to be in this group. There are also foot soldiers from the military that seem to be here as well, because it is a gate.
Okay. And you said I could see the soldiers. I could see them.
Yeah, they're on the ground. There's
ground?
people coming and going, wagons, horses.
I message one immediately. I use my cantrip and I send a mental message to one, and I say, "Friend of Captain Ix, I think there might be some shady people up on the what is it? The wall? Up on the wall. I could be wrong, but I hope I'm not. But you should check anyway, just in case. By the way, my name's Toof."
You see one of the guards, a watchman, just suddenly grab his head and look to the other guards, and then he sort of concentrates for a second. He turns to the other guards. In fact, no, he probably just looks straight up at the walls first. Let's roll a check for him.
With advantage, maybe?
He can see.
Because I warned him?
He wouldn't have made the check if it wasn't for this warning. So
That's fair.
let me see if I can pull up one of those guard stats. What do we got? Guard.
And if I'm too
perception.
far to tell Rio and them, then I won't. But my first thought was to make sure they're safe.
Oh, he rolls a nat 1. You hear the guard say,
"They're messing with us. They're trying to get in our brains. One of them's meant to be a wizard, right? Yeah, he's a wizard, but he's 6 years old. How much can they fucking do? Well, apparently they can message into my head. He's getting inside my head. They said they're up on the walls, which means they ain't. They're going to be down here somewhere, rooting around, trying to get in the sewers, I reckon. All right, let's
You know,
split
we
up.
can hear. I can hear what you're saying. At least part of the conversation.
Get out of my head, you little rascal. You
Okay,
little blighter.
listen. I'm not a little rascal. I was in the.
This one comes through on the message. He was just shouting back,
Oh,
but he replies on the message this time and says, "One more message from me, and when I find you, I'm gonna cut out your ears. You hear me? I'll cut them out of your head."
okay, but would you take me to prison first?
That's what we're trying to do. Where are you?
And then I end the message, and I immediately send one to Rio instead. Rio.
Toof.
This is important. This is important. I think there are shadowy figures on the top of the wall. Look, I tried to message the guards, but they weren't having it, and they wouldn't even take me to prison either.
You tried to get arrested?
I didn't
This
try.
is not the time.
He threatened to rip my tongue out or something dramatic, and I said, "Well, how about prison instead?" And he said, "Okay, but we got to find you first. Good luck."
Why are you even talking to the... Okay,
'Cause
right.
look.
Wait, are the guards and the military, are they looking for us or are they looking for the Thieves Guild?
I don't know. They mentioned something about a wizard, but he's only 6 years old. I don't know.
A 6-year-old wizard?
I couldn't really hear them. They were shouting at each other, but I don't
They're
know.
definitely not looking for us.
It's like you've hit a beehive. They've all started moving around.
Yeah.
The watchmen are like moving suddenly. They're all like looking in like corners and underground. Like they're moving over to like sewer grates and peering in.
The question is, are the shadowy figures on the wall doing anything different?
Give me another perception check.
While you're doing that, can I
Do
redo
I
my
need
short
to-
rest because I messed it up?
What did you do? Sorry.
I forgot to click on the hit dice to heal, and I didn't want people to think I don't get anything extra for doing it again. I've already filled up.
Yeah,
my...
I think you're good. You
Okay.
can just do it again.
Thank you. I just didn't want to do it. And then think
Yeah,
people...
no, you're fine.
cheating.
Since my attention has been called to the top of the wall, can I see what's going on up there now too?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
And how far behind how far ahead is Tooth to the rest of us?
Question
I'm
for
not
Toad.
sure, but I was assuming I couldn't turn back and talk to you.
I wouldn't imagine that
I-
Tooth is
Scouting.
so far away that it's crazy.
Gotcha.
Though.
I
Yeah.
got a 23 on my what do my elf eyes see roll.
Yeah. You can make them out a little more clearly. They're very small individuals. They're either they could be halflings or gesto, something like that. They could also,
Or an 11-year-old wizard.
more likely, you get the sense that this is a group of children just playing around up there.
Shady figure. I see some kids playing up there. Is that what you mean?
Wait, what? What do you mean?
The only people I see up there on the wall where you're pointing it out are I see some kids. They're like playing up with. They're tossing a ball back and forth or something.
Oh. I definitely thought they were
Unless one of them is a
assassins.
6-year-old wizard. Maybe that's
I
your
mean, it
villain.
could be, but I definitely thought those were assassins. I'm sorry. Panic.
I mean, maybe halfling assassins disguised as children because they're short, and they play with toys to throw everyone off.
Is
I
this still in the
appreciate you.
message?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, but I think he speaks his part
you're
out
seeing
loud.
me gesturing,
Yeah.
Alynas. I start like I'm
like,
going,
Rio, you're not behaving normally
I'm
anymore.
talking with my hands, but not speaking. Oh, right. Sorry. Normal.
Yeah.
Tiff thinks there's someone up on the wall.
Sorry. I thought I was just being vigilant. Sorry.
I mean, you still might be onto something. I don't know. Just, I guess, keep an eye out up there and make sure. Like, watch those
Okay.
kids. They might not be kids. They might be 6-year-old wizards.
However, I may have I warned the guards, and now look at them. It's like a beehive over there.
Well, the guards are not looking for us, right? So I think we'll be okay.
You think they'll let us out?
I mean, the
hope
gate's
so.
still open, right?
I don't know. See, this is the one reason I thought maybe waiting at the Healers Guild wasn't such a bad idea. I just want to know what's going on. Are they looking for? Are we wanted? I don't know. I don't know if they're looking for us. Wait, hold on. And I'm gonna look. Is there like the equivalent to a newspaper stand or like a newsboy on the corner with like does the city have printing presses and newspapers or anything?
I'd
equivalent?
also like to
Gone
look
back
to see if
around
there's
to
any
the
wanted
newspaper
posters.
question.
There is a rudimentary sort of chronicle that is sort of like a very early doors Victorian, get your papers, read all about it type deal. But I don't think it's so readily available that it would just be in those like old newsstands or anything. So I don't think there's anything like that. You'd have to find like a vendor or one of those like little kids for a shilling. And because it's 11 at night, I don't think there are any about, very obviously. You could probably find somewhere that sells it, or you could probably find somewhere that or you could go to wherever the chronicle is written. But
Plan B.
Immediately here, no.
Plan B. Is there any vendors here burning the midnight oil? I know it's late, but surely there's like some market stall that's like still open late, right?
Yeah, there's a couple around by the inn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk up to the first vendor and say, "Hey,
hello.
Excuse me. What's up with all the guards in the army at the front gate? Who are they looking for?"
So, by the way, for the record, you're not at the front gate. You're in this midtown gate, which is here. I'll ping it a couple times on the map. Are you on the city map?
Yeah, I'm on the map.
Yeah.
So you're here, basically. You're kind of...
Oh, so this is just a checkpoint in the middle of town.
Yes.
Okay.
The watch are just milling around this area. The kids are up on like this wall. And you are sort of back here.
GM said it.
Yes.
I mean, I'm glad they're kids enough.
I'm surprised you haven't discerned that, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm still gonna ask the vendor the same question then, except I'll just rephrase it and say, "Hey, what's with the checkpoint? What are the guards in the army all doing looking for?"
There's always guards there, isn't there? That one, and he points to one of the guards. You see her there? Yeah, I think her name's Hillsbury. No.
Pillsbury. That sounds familiar and delicious.
Nah.
Oh.
We just call her PB. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
She's the one you want to talk to. You in trouble?
No, we're not in trouble. I'm just wondering why so much activity. Are they looking for someone? Is it a manhunt?
Oh, I don't know. There's not normally that much watch there. Military's always there, isn't it? Because it's a gate or whatever. The watch, I don't know. Maybe they're looking for someone's head to kick in. It's been a slow night.
Right. That'll pass the time, all right. Thank you. I'll walk back over to Linus looking triumphant and smug and be like, "Well, guess what I found out?
What did you find out?
Absolutely nothing."
Oh.
Oh.
You look so pleased with yourself, Rio. You can't do that to me.
Except that one's in charge, and I pointed PB.
Oh.
Yeah, you look over, you see a stunningly beautiful woman. Absolutely.
I get heart eyes.
The most beautiful sort of like brown red hair, these sort of glowing green eyes, Mako eyes. Sort of, like sort of maybe she looks like she's probably in her early 30s, but she's probably 40. Human woman. And she seems to be in charge of this group, where the other guards are moving around the area. You see that she sort of remains still and alert and seems to be ordering everyone around. She also has the same sash that Captain Ix had that sort of designates title.
Yeah, as soon as I point her out to Linus, I'm going to follow it up with, "And man, I should have enlisted in the Guard instead of the Fighters Guild."
Me too. I nudge Brula. Am I staring?
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Understandable, though.
Oh. Damn.
No, she must have mighty ego. I'm not even there. I just had to do it. Sorry. I'm hiding in a bush.
70% of this campaign you've spent hiding in a bush.
I know. I just want to go to prison.
Welcome to playing a rogue. Your life is just in a bush.
So, we don't know who they're looking for?
I mean, the random vendor I talked to didn't know, and I mean, I don't see any obvious wanted, but I don't think we committed any crimes. We should be good. I'm just a little worried about attracting
I've
attention.
heard. No, we did commit some minor crimes, but we already went to prison for those, and I don't think you can be charged with the same one twice. I'm pretty sure.
Well, we didn't really even go to prison. We went to a holding cell. We were
And
never
it was
sentenced.
kind of fake. We were being used as it doesn't count. But either way, I think those were written off, and we haven't committed any other crimes since then.
Who wants to roll a d10?
Me.
Okay.
Me.
Go ahead.
Is this just us making so much noise that we've drawn attention?
That's
Oh,
bad.
that one.
right?
Oh, wait, no,
Lovely.
it's not.
Is that-
You're fine.
Oh, thank God. Why did you do that? You made a
I
face
couldn't
like
remember
that
if it was a 1 or a
terrible.
10. You, yeah,
Is
carry on.
Is it the last second?
There's a
what
little
if-
twitch.
Ooh.
Oh.
What if we okay, what if we all go through separately instead of as a group? Maybe we don't look as suspicious then.
Can I come back to the group?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
You can do whatever
I-
you tell me what
Great.
your character does. Yeah.
I'm coming back to the. Rio's been silent for too long, and somehow I've been like, Rio, and he's too
Oh,
mean.
I can't answer you unless you prod me.
Yeah. Okay. What's the deal? What's happening? Are
Oh,
you
we're
getting
just-
mud butts without me? I saw
No,
you
no,
go
no, no.
over to the.
We were just trying to decide whether it's safe to go through this checkpoint or not. I don't think we're wanted. I don't think we have bounties or prices on our head or crimes. So we should be able to just walk through. I'm just worried that if the guards do recognize us, they might be like, "Oh, aren't you the ones who started this whole mess?" and draw a bunch of attention, you know?
I definitely told the one guard my name.
Oh,
I said
that's a
Yeah,
great
so-
idea.
I definitely can't go through right now. At least
could
not
lie. You could make up a different name, or you could, it's not. I mean, that one guard isn't checking everybody, is he? Just go through a different guard.
I don't know if Gusteau can like go pale because we're already like pretty pale and translucent. But my God, I look like you shocked when you say I can have a different name. No, I'm not doing that. I'll just hide under your coat.
All right,
You
pack
can't
it
just.
up.
You can't,
Yeah, we
you
ain't
can't
gonna
just give-
find him.
The guards all start dispersing. They split into two groups. Captain PB's group and then another
Now's our chance.
captain's group.
Now's our chance.
You timed it out. You timed out this quest. It's like in Metal Gear Solid 3 when you just leave the sniper for 24 hours and he just dies. Because he's so old. The two groups give up looking for the whoever they are, the shadowy figures, who may or may not be adults, up on the ramparts, and they kind of like they take a few moments to gather their things, gather their groups. One group actually starts moving towards you. The second group moves away from you towards the cathedral. PB's group moves towards the cathedral. The group that is moving towards you is 3 watchmen and then another captain with a sash. Quite a large-looking, kind of a behemoth of a man, like giant's blood type man. Not a Goliath exactly, but just an absolutely enormous beast of a man.
Cool.
And then a few watchmen sort of marching towards you right now. What do you want to do?
I guess
Resist
could
the
just
urge
walk
to
out.
ask them. Yeah, resist the urge to ask them what they're looking for, and just kind of back to casual. Linus, back to normal.
Yep.
Being we're normal, and just walk around them through
Continue
the
being
checkpoint.
normal people, walking
Yes.
very normally.
Oof.
Start walking like Vince McMahon when he walks to the ring. Just
But what about our things? Food, water. We need some things before we just venture out on our own. If we're not taking.
This is just a mid-city checkpoint. If we can buy stuff over on the other side.
Oh, what? I thought this was the gate out.
No.
No. This is the Midtown Gate. There's
Look,
a
you
bunch of
see?
inns
There's
and
the
stores on the
cathedral.
other side.
Right. Okay. Perfect. I've traveled a lot. I knew
Although,
that.
in hindsight, why did we come this way instead of just leaving through the farmer's gate? Was it locked?
Farmer's Gate is closed overnight.
Okay. We should have just slept in the healer's guild because we haven't had a long rest. We could have spent the night and then just gone out the farmer's guild.
I mean, we still can. We can
Lots
just
of things
sneak
can
back
happen
in.
overnight, Rio.
Time to make your choice.
I was distracted sending Brad details of my familiar, and so I let you all make the decisions. And now I've come back to this, and I'm like, why did I
have
not
we
say
done
something
this?
sooner? Why didn't
Listen.
we just stay there and then go out the convenient gate?
We can. We could do that in the morning if you want. We could just sneak back in like we never left and eat the note. Or something.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying this in character. This is just me
sorry.
thinking out loud. No, Rio is sold on whatever plan he's been talked into.
No, we're fully
we gotta
normal.
leave.
You going to the
we're
stables?
We're normaling our way through
Yeah.
this checkpoint.
Super cash.
I swear to
Yeah.
God, by the end of this episode, we will exit the gate. So we go to the stables. We're
Right.
doing the player thing where it takes us 9 years to do anything. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
You walk normally, very normally.
Very normally.
Through the midtown gates here, and under the walls, up past Ebon Quill and towards where you know the stable area to be. Up on the walls, however, there's a group of kids that are hiding and watching everything. And we, as an audience, sort of have this sort of moment with them as you see one of the kids, maybe like 13, 14, an orc, looking over the wall, and he says, "Nah, because they're going now. Look, they're going." And he points down towards the guards. You see a very large 7-year-old Goliath that is eating this like big, like it looks like a slice of cake, and is just chewing on it, and then looks up to a human girl who kind of is dressed in these like really baggy streetwear looking clothes, and is blowing paint onto this side of the pillar on this wall. And you see this girl blow paint through this kind of blowpipe thing, and then look back at what she's done and says, "There you go, I've done it, look. The lost rats. Now they's never going to mess with us again." The Goliath girl that is chewing on the cake kind of opens her eyes wide and doesn't say anything but starts pointing wildly down the street. The orc boy says, "I think we should get out of here, you know. They almost had us that time." The human girl says, "Look at that. That's got to be my best work I've ever done." The Goliath girl grabs both of them by the backs of their necks and clothing and drags them up like cats, and then turns them physically towards the street. And we see these two figures kind of vaguely hung over the battlements, and then she moves them along as we see these two kids watching you move through the gates underneath. And the orc says, "Oh my god, that's them, innit?" "Yeah, that's them." "Shit, we gotta tell Pill. Who wants to stay on them?" "Not me. They killed someone like Lancelin. I ain't going to be following them." "Well, I can't follow them, can I? And she can't follow them neither." "Rochambeau?" "Yeah, okay, Rochambeau it." "Shit. Fine, I'll go." And that's where we end today's session.
Oh no.
Oh
no.
That was amazing.
It was the Lost Rats that you were looking for.
Loved it.
Thanks so much for playing, players, and thanks so much for carrying the session for me. We had a slight bottle episode because I've had a couple of weeks of...
Quick question. What
Alright.
was that called?
What?
The
Rochambeau.
rock, paper, scissors.
Rochambeau.
Rochambeau?
Rochambeau.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to say thanks for holding on for the live show because we had a couple of weeks off, all thanks to me. I had a mild surgery that went horribly wrong. And
It is what it is.
it is what it is. And I still don't feel 100%. So I was like, I'm going to trap you guys in a room and just let you role play it out. Which
And
you did
then we
wonderfully.
immediately wanted to leave.
No, you're fine.
I love, like, we were just normal the whole time. Like, somehow we were just debating, like, what's the best way to get out of here? And at the very end is when somebody noticed.
Yeah, no, it was great. GMing is, there's just a lot of stuff. And if I can trap you in a room for a good chunk of this, it's just, it takes so much pressure off of like what could possibly happen and stuff like that. So it's very grateful that you did that. So yeah, sorry that we were away for 2 weeks. If you're watching this in like 5 years, you don't care, but everyone, we should be back. We should be good to go.
We'll be back
I've
next
said
week,
that a couple of times, and I've been jinxing myself throughout this whole thing. I'm like, oh, I'll be better in 2 days. And it just is, you know how that goes. Yeah, thanks for watching. There's going to be no green room, purely for that exact reason.
Yep.
I need to chill. So there's no green room this week. Apologies. But we'll be back next week unless things go horribly wrong.
Stuff that never happened.
And we should be back on with it, and we can see how this goes. Hopefully I'll be a little bit more like with it, and you don't have to be in a little bottle episode trying to find a fly. Remember that episode of Breaking Bad where you're just looking for a fly for the whole thing? Great. Thanks for playing, players.
Woo.
Thanks for watching, watchers. We'll see you next week. Everyone say bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
like a hunger strike will crack. Don't know how long you can last, as long as it's hard to pass. But I do what I do it all for the young in my head. Know you hate it when I'm stuck in your past. You gotta learn from my mistakes. I won't make it alive if I live for desire. No, and I won't make it alive if I wait any longer. You wanna walk on the wire and uphill road with the fire. Yeah, but I won't make it alive if I stay in your hole. Can be off with the backflips, a million bad habits. Still we good like we make this, but gotta listen to my shit. But when you